I could be wrong, though, about dementia. I ain't no doctor. Well, we already have the documents, apparently.
Apparently this envelope had no trouble entering the building. Go figure.
I'm sure he is allowed to let city officials through, like the postman and such. She's just being an idiot. And still angry at Jim. And I would be angry too.
Looks like it's from Bellevue.
Well, boo! Haven't you ever played an adventure game before? Wait a minute. Envelope! Dear Lauren, so you have been at NYU for 2 weeks now and have not called. This was written in 1960? Okay. I'm sure things are busy in the Big Apple, but don't forget the family you left behind. Things back home are well. Jack starts high school on Monday, so he's a bit nervous. You know how he gets. Be sure to write him a letter. He misses his big sister. I admit I'm still a bit nervous about you living in New York all by yourself. You are carrying ID with you when you go out, like I asked. Yeah, at least Rosangela should do that. You know me, just being a mom. Somebody has to. Keep your head on straight, kid, as your dad would say. And remember that you have a family back home that misses you. Love you, Mom and Dad and Jack. Hello, sis. I'm writing this on my new St. Clair Model XV. Mom says that improving my handwriting is a lost cause, so she got me this. Keen, huh? I've already typed up few stories on it and this letter. Can't type for law because Dad says the noise drives him up the friggin' wall. But what does he know? So how is life in the big bad city? Troy is dead boring as usual. Why'd you have to go to college, huh? There's nobody to talk to in this dump anymore. See you at Thanksgiving, Jacko. Sounds like Jacko boy here didn't have much friends. I guess the whole family, everybody in the family were a bit of a loner type. Dear Lauren, well, Thanksgiving time has come and gone, and so have you. In just 2 short months, I can already see you evolving into a capable young woman. You have outgrown this small town, Lauren. That much is obvious. Jack will be following in your footsteps soon, I am sure. Visiting you in New York is all he talks about. Speaking of Jack, I know you are worried about him. We all are, but don't feel that is your responsibility. You are his sister and you love him, but he has got to learn to live without you eventually. You are growing up. Let him grow up too. Till Christmas. Love, Mon. And Jack. Lauren, can you keep a secret? I don't want to say this over the phone in case Mom or Dad over here. Mom's been acting odd lately. It started a few days after you went back to New York. She was dragging me shopping when she suddenly screamed and fainted. She was pointing at the corner of the room, but there was nothing there. We brought her to the hospital, and she says she's fine now, but she's been very on edge and paranoid. It's hard to explain. That's no help. Can you call and try to cheer her up? She won't listen to me. Just don't tell her about this letter. I just hope she's okay. Jacko. And yes, 25 pages, and we're on page 7. Lauren, you seemed concerned after our last phone call. I just wanted to write and reassure you that everything is fine. Let us know when you are coming home again for Thanksgiving. With love, Mom, and Jack. Dear sis, Mom's getting worse. You said it best during Thanksgiving. It's like somebody's watching over her shoulder. Paranoia. She sits by herself for hours, pretending to read when it's obvious she isn't. Lately, she's been covering her ears as if to keep out a sound and closing her eyes tight. Dad's losing patience with her. He's convinced that she's lost her mind, and I'm starting to agree. She refuses to get any kind of help. Why can't she see that there is a problem? This isn't normal. Not normal at all. Why can't she see that? I hate to admit it, but I'm kind of scared. Scared for her. I don't know what to do. Jack. Lauren, it has a name. Mom locked herself in the bathroom this morning. She sounded like she was talking to herself in there. Well, not to herself. It was like there was somebody else there, but there wasn't. I listened. I couldn't understand it, but she did say the name Joey. I asked her later who Joey was, and she got really scared. Then she got angry and said, if you know what's good for you, never mention that name again. This could be the key. If we find out who Joey is, maybe we can save her. Jack. Dear Lauren, well, it's done. The final papers have been signed. It hurt a lot, but it had to be done. Mom has now been committed to a mental ward. I have to say, I am relieved. I know how you feel about it, but you weren't there. You didn't come home to see her screaming and tearing her hair out. It's running around the house, knocking down everything in her way. Cuts were all over her face and the house was practically destroyed. I was so shocked I just closed the door and waited outside for Dad to come home. It was awful. She clawed at me. Clawed at his face and drew blood. It will haunt my dreams for the rest of my life. Thanks for coming out, Lauren. And I don't think Dad and I could have handled it on our own. She kind of drained us, you know. Can I come to New York and visit? I need to get away for a while. Jack. Congratulations! Summa cum laude. I always knew you were a smarty pants, sis. Now you got the documentation to prove it. Thanks again for letting me stay at your place for the weekend. It was just like old times, except you weren't smoking then. New York is an amazing city, and the Columbia has a great campus. I can't wait to move down there in September, but until then I've got to deal with our grumpy old man. He's insufferable as always. Ever since Mom, he's been hard to talk to, and very hard on me. I should tell him you're smoking now. Maybe then he'll concentrate on you for once. See you again soon, Jack. It's happened, Lauren. Just like you eventually said it would. I'm in love. Her name is Maria. She's from Italy and we met in the statistics class. She asked if she could copy my notes because her hand was tired. We ended up having lunch and we've been inseparable ever since. She's incredible. She's got the most amazing red hair and I want you to meet her. I'll come by soon, Jack. Lauren, are you alright? Ever since Mom's funeral, you've been hard to reach. I know it's been hard on us, but it's been 6 months. I tried calling, but you never answer. I came by the other day, but you didn't open the door. I knew you were there, Lauren. I could hear you. I risked using the spare key you gave me, but you changed the lock. Come for dinner on Christmas Eve. Maria is a great cook. We won't ask any questions. Just come. Mom might be gone, but we're still here. I miss my big sister. Lauren, who is Joey? I went over last week to give you a Christmas gift. You didn't answer the door, but I heard you talking to somebody named Joey. Is it a boyfriend? Are you seeing a man named Joey? Is that why you've dropped off the map? Or is it something else? I don't think I need to tell you what. For God's sake, talk to me. Lauren, I know you're annoyed, but I'm not sorry. I didn't want to do it, but you left me no choice. Hiring a private detective to follow you was the only option left. He told me some odd things. You won't talk to me, but you'll talk to total strangers. You'll go to every far corner of the city at the strangest hours. And you talk to yourself when you think you're alone. Don't deny it. He heard it and so did I. Not that any of it made any sense. That alone is disturbing enough, but then he saw you collapse. You were all alone in some obscure park in the Bronx when you just fainted. He was about to call an ambulance, but then he saw you get up again and walk off like nothing happened. If you were always there for me growing up. Don't shut me out, sis. Let me be there for you now. Jacko, please stay away. Don't worry about me. There are things that need to be done, and I'm the only one who can do them. Don't ask me to explain. All I can say is that I understand our mother more than ever. She was never crazy, Jacko. Trust me on this, and take some comfort in it. You've grown up and you've grown tough, and you don't need anyone to fight your battles anymore. You don't need me, but I'll always be your big sister. Lauren. I'm returning your letter because I refuse to accept it. No, you don't need to fight my battles. I'm not 14 years old anymore, but we are still family, and that's important. Especially now that Dad has died. Look, you obviously have something going on, and that's fine. I don't have to be involved if you don't want me to, but I still want you involved in my life. Maria and I are getting married in November. You are coming. No stupid excuses. Greetings from Greece. If there were any words to describe the beauty of this place, it still wouldn't do it justice. A perfect spot for a honeymoon. Things have been busy, as you can imagine, but I wanted to quickly write to say that I'm glad you made the wedding. Of course, I'm still worried about you, but somebody has to be. You take care and stay in touch. Maria says hi.
There are some pictures stuck to the back of this letter.
Dear Aunt Lauren. Yes, Aunt Lauren. You're an aunt. I'm a dad. Maria gave birth to a beautiful baby girl. We named her Rosangela after Maria's grandmother. She's so quiet. She hardly cries at all. I'm all set to spoil her rotten, but Maria says take it easy. She looks just like her mother, and there's a bit of you in her eyes too. And Mom and Dad. Everything our family was or will be, this child isn't. I think they were supposed to be it is. Life is changing so fast. I just want to hold on to this tiny creature and never let go. The future is an exciting place and I have everything I could ever want. I don't want anything to change. Ever. The law offices of Durkin and Goldberg. Dear Miss Blackwell, it is indeed within our legal rights to take care... Bleh. Legal rights to take custody of your 5-year-old niece. Custody. With the death of her parents, you are the only living relative. Please contact our office and we will start the necessary paperwork. Sincerely, John Durkin. Durkin. And suddenly telephone.
Hello?
Rosangelina, hi.
Hi, Bob.
Thanks so much for submitting your last review on time. For once.
Yeah.
Oh great, asshole
I've got
boss.
a little assignment for you today.
Assignment?
Human interest, Blackwell. Suicide. College girl named Joanne Sherman.
Well, that's awful, but...
You know the Brittany house, the NYU dorm?
Yes, but...
Speak to some people on her floor. Get a word in with the roommate.
Listen.
Speak to the RA too, and hey, see if you can score a picture of the girl.
But I don't do that stuff. I write book reviews.
Versatility. Time to get out of your comfort zone. Jeremy's over at City Hall covering that strike, so you are it. Get cracking.
I hate him so much. Is freelancing for that stupid paper even worth it? Well, I guess it keeps me writing, but... Oh, whatever. I'll just go over there and get it done. It's not like I don't have enough death in my life right now.
Oh, come on,
Maybe this isn't a
Rosangela.
bad thing. It's like being a real reporter.
Yes.
Sort of.
That's the attitude.
My old notepad should come in handy for this.
Definitely. At least she's thinking like a real reporter already. Take the notebook. Yeah, she was, according to the letters, she was born in 1976, so she is 30 years old. So I'm guessing the aunt was in coma, or a catatonic state, or dementic state, or whatever you want to call it, for 25 years. At least now we know for sure, because math, it helps. So let's see what kind of pictures there were attached to the note. Wedding photograph?
That's definitely Auntie Lauren. She's looking at something off camera.
Yeah.
I wonder what it was. I assume that's my mother. She sort of looks like me, I guess. Other than that, she's a total stranger.
Well, she kind of does. The eyes are just different.
Is that my dad? He looks so young. I always pictured my dad as being older.
Well, he was older. But they were young when they died, I think. A nice wedding cake. Looked like a simple cheesecake to me. Nice family Christmas photo. So I'm guessing this is grandmother, and then there's auntie and daddy. Nothing to look at here. Yeah. So now we will have newts that we can ask.
All I know about Joanne is that she was an NYU student who killed herself. My boss asked me to find a photograph of Joanne to put it in the paper. That makes no sense.
Combination of suicide and photograph. That would be kind of morbid if we actually got a photograph of the suicide. Ugh. Anyway, time to go do some investigation stuff. To the New York University dorm.
Ugh.
Ugh.
I feel like hell, and I have to interview college kids. Hopefully this won't take too long.
At least she didn't act like some people do when they get a sharp headache suddenly. She just went, ugh. Usually they go, ugh. Overacting a bit much.
Looks like a fire alarm.
As it should, because it is.
The sign reads Sarah Kaplan and Julie Gilbert. The sign says Adrian Tucker, resident assistant.
Yeah, this is Blackwell Legacy. The first game in the Blackwell series.
Just a bunch of notices. Guitar lessons, study groups, stuff like that.
Is the music too loud for you guys? I hope not. For me, it is really blowing out in my ears. Because I hope that you can actually still hear me. Because really, for me, these are really good headphones. Everything, even if it's a low volume, it's still loud in my ears. So it always affects my own voice volume, so I don't want to sound too loud. But that's usually what happens. If things get too loud in your ears, your own voice comes too loud.
The sign says Sandy Chen and Sonata Munier.
Meunier.
The sign reads Amanda Fay and Karen Schreier. It's a drinking fountain.
Can we take a drink? Yes, we can.
Ew, there's gum stuck to the faucet. I'm not touching that.
Somebody stuck a freaking gum in there.
The sign says Shelley Shenoy and Sarah Elmale.
What kind of last names are these? Shenoy, Elmale, Meunier. It's like somebody just I think they were playing a game of Scrabble and somebody just started rearranging letters and thought, well, that sounds like a last name to me.
The sign says Kelly Hawthorne and Joanne Sherman.
At least those are normal last names.
Yeah?
Hi, I'm Rosangela Blackwell with the Village Eye.
The Village what?
The Village Eye, the newspaper.
I've never heard of it.
I'm sure you haven't. And really? A goth girl with piercing and everything? Well, maybe not a goth, because she's got pretty colorful pants. So maybe a punk girl?
It doesn't matter.
Well, what do you want then?
I'd like to talk to you about your roommate, if that's all right.
Jesus Christ. I'm busy with midterms. I told the campus police everything. Do you have to bother me?
Well...
Look,
So she killed herself. Big whoop. Why is that my problem?
Well, Big Whoop is actually a Guy vs. Threepwood's problem.
so you and Joanne weren't close.
Duh.
Early deduction, Sherlock. Can you go
Exactly.
away?
That's pretty harsh.
Yeah? So what? You have a problem with that?
Definitely a punk girl. She don't give a shit.
Will you please calm down?
Calm down? Who the hell do you think you are?
A reporter.
I just want to know a little bit about Joanne.
Fine. You want to know about Joanne? She's dead. She couldn't take the pressure, so she jumped off the roof.
Did Joanne act unusual before she died?
Nope. Same old Joanne. Studied at her desk all day and slept all night, as usual. Quiet as a little mouse.
Do you have any thoughts on why Joanne would kill herself?
Nope. Just another kid who couldn't hack it.
That's not usually how it works. But then again, you don't really hear that much of suicides of... well, not here in Finland. We don't need... There aren't that many news of teenagers killing themselves because of school. There's a lot of bullying going on, but not suicides.
Joanne never had trouble sleeping.
How would I know?
You lived with her.
Like I pay attention.
Well, apparently you only pay attention to yourself.
So Joanne was a good student.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Yeah, she would have. Suddenly turned into Brooklyn there. Yeah, sure, whatever.
Can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Why do you want to know?
Just background info for the paper.
I don't think so.
Suit yourself.
Yeah, suicides wouldn't actually even be news, because that would be pretty much disrespectful towards the people who, to the person who committed the suicide. It would be very disrespectful. So I don't know if it happens often or not. Hopefully not. But it would make big news, because it would be a teenager, a minor, who would be killing themselves. So you would think it would make headlines.
Is there anything else you can tell me about Joanne?
No.
Thanks for helping out.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Ah, I forgot about the forgot to ask about the photograph.
Yeah?
Do you have a photograph of Joanne that we could use for the newspaper?
You want a what?
Just a photograph. You'll get it right back.
Yeah, right. You think I'm giving you anything? Think again.
Thanks for helping out.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Yeah. Thanks for helping out with nothing. So let's talk to the RA, the residential assistant.
Hi, I'm Rosangela Blackwell with the Village Eye.
Oh, this is about Joanne, isn't it?
No,
You know
it's
her?
it's
well,
about the
I
RA.
am the RA for this floor. I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't know everybody. The campus police found her around 5 a.m. this morning.
Can you tell me about her?
Well, alright. But could you leave my name out of it?
No promises. And besides, we're not here to investigate Joanne. We're here to investigate the school premise sewage system. We heard that there's some ninja turtles in them.
I can't promise anything. That's up to the editor.
Look, I'll level with you. My job here is already on the line, thanks to this mess. I won't say a word unless I have your promise.
I suppose I can give my editor a false name.
That should be fine. What do you want to know?
How would his ass be on the line? You're not the cause of her suicide, are you?
Can you tell me anything about Joanne?
She jumped off the roof. She died instantly. It was in the middle of the night. There was no way anybody could have stopped her. Make sure you print that.
He's a clockhead!
Would you have a picture of Joanne?
A picture? No. Why would I?
Just asking. What can you tell me about Joanne's roommate?
Kelly? Have you met her?
Yes.
Quite a sight, huh? But don't judge her by that. She's the sharpest kid you'll ever meet. She gets straight A's on everything.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep, she's pre-med.
She certainly seemed like it. Being a people person.
Was Joanne a good student?
I don't think she had any problems. But, of course, the pressure can get to anybody.
That is true.
Do you know if Joanne had any trouble sleeping?
I'm afraid I wouldn't. Her roommate, Kelly, never complained, but that's not surprising.
Why is that?
Well, Kelly rarely spent the night in her room. She only comes here to study, as far as I've seen.
Do you know where Kelly was sleeping?
No, it's not my place to ask.
So how did you get to be an RA of this floor?
What do you mean?
Well, it's a girl's floor, and you, well,
Aren't?
yes.
Well, it's like this. Someone at the registrar thought Adrian was a girl's name. So here I am.
None of the girls have complained?
Not yet. They seem to prefer it. This sort of thing happens quite frequently. You'd be surprised.
I'm not sure if I want to be surprised. Seems kind of wrong.
Could you tell me about Joanne again?
Well, as I said, I didn't know her socially. but she seemed nice enough. Nobody ever complained about her. She always had friends around her. She never had any trouble, as far as I know. Her suicide came as a total surprise.
Can you tell me anything about Joanne?
She jumped off the roof. She died instantly. It was in the middle. There was make sure.
Well, that's all for now. Thanks for helping out.
Just remember, leave my name out of it.
Sure, sure. Well, let's take a look at the notes.
I wonder where Kelly goes to sleep at night.
Me too.
Maybe there's a connection, but I can't see it. That makes no sense. No. If I were planning to kill myself, would I sleep soundly at night? I don't know if I could.
I doubt anybody could.
Joanne seemed to be a hard-working student. Maybe the pressure got to her. Would Joanne have killed herself over Kelly sleeping somewhere else at night? I doubt it, but anything's possible.
True.
I guess Joanne and Kelly weren't too close if Kelly spent all her nights somewhere else.
Indeed.
Adrian lives a few doors down from Joanne in the NYU dorm. He's the resident assistant for the floor.
I kind of like the thing in this game that you can actually use all the clues that you have in your notebook to get some more clues out of them. But apparently there was nothing we could get out of them there.
Yeah?
So, you've been sleeping somewhere else lately?
Yeah, I've been at my boyfriend's. You've been following me or something?
No. Just confirming the information.
Looks like Adrian's been talking.
Yes, he has.
Can you tell me anything about Adrian?
The RA? He's okay. He helps us out when we need him and keeps out of our way when we don't. It's the way it should be.
Do you have any thoughts on why Joanne would kill herself?
Nope. Just another kid who could...
Thanks for helping.
Yeah, sure.
And yes, the phrase is cross-reference. Thank you, Jace.
I wonder where Kelly goes. Would Joanne have... I doubt it. Maybe there's a connection. That makes no... I don't see what one has... Adrian lives a few... Could Adrian have had something to do with Joanne? Joanne and Kelly were roommates at NY.
I don't think we can get anything else out of them, so let's just get out of here. At least nothing comes to mind that I could ask them. Well, pretty much went through all of the topics. Yeah, I can do beatboxing. Let's do research on Joanne.
No, I can't find any information about Joanne.
Suicide?
No mention of Joanne's suicide yet. If it just happened this morning, I doubt that anyone would have published it yet.
Yeah, it was 5 a.m., so it would take a few hours before anything would get published. So maybe in the afternoon or at least the evening papers might have something on them?
Nope, no.
Anything, Kelly?
No.
No.
That's not some... Nope, no photograph. That's not some...
Okay. Write our article, I guess? No, not without the photograph.
I don't think I have enough information to... I should see what else I can do. At the very least, I should try and find a picture.
Exactly. Can we do some writing?
I am... Maybe to... But it's just not...
Okay. I wonder if we can go talk to Nishanti. Maybe she has some insight on this business.
Come in!
That is one clear voice through the door. They couldn't even muffle it a little bit.
Hello, Rosa. Come in, come in. Don't mind the pooch, he's harmless.
We know. We've met the pooch.
That's Nishanti's dog.
Anything we can look in here other than the dog and Nishanti? Apparently not.
Here, boy.
Oh.
Hi, dog.
His name is Moti.
Right. Moti. See ya.
At least it's not Mati.
Let me guess, you're hungry again?
He would just go, heart! All
Go
the time.
get it.
Heart, heart, heart. You know, it sounds like a dog bark, but he's saying heart. You won't get the joke if you've never seen Captain Planet and the Planeteers. Considering it's a game, wonder how much the suicide has to do with the aunt dying. I bet they are related, just can't see how. They're not related, Jace. Even if it would make stupid, it would be really stupid if they were related, but they're not. Totally different cases, this suicide and auntie's death. So let's make a joke.
I was just, you know, in the neighborhood. So I thought I'd drop by.
Sure, anytime.
Thanks again for helping me out earlier. I'd probably be sleeping in a hotel tonight if it weren't for you.
Oh, didn't you hear? The strike's over.
Really?
It only lasted a few hours according to the report on the radio.
I suppose
Perfect.
that's irony.
Yeah,
I suppose so.
that would be irony. I mean, seriously. Talk about bad timing. Yeah, I was adjusting my chair so I can sit up a bit more straight because of my back.
You seem very friendly with the people in this building.
Well, I didn't grow up here. I didn't realize it was taboo to chat with neighbors.
Well, it's not taboo exactly, it's just...
New York.
Oh, I know, just one of those unspoken things.
It's New
I
York.
found that most people are pretty friendly, though, once you take the first step.
Of course.
People have their defenses up most of the time. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Yeah, I do.
She does. She definitely does.
So, you play the flute, huh?
Yes, I play the flute. It's called a bansuri. What about you? Do you play an
It
instrument?
sounded like a flute to me.
No, I can hardly play the kazoo.
Let's see. You strike me as being creatively inclined. Are you a painter? A writer?
The
well,
latter.
I'm trying to be a writer.
I knew it. Anything published?
Nothing really, aside from book reviews in the Village Eye.
Village Eye? You mean that little paper they sell at the stand?
Yeah,
You've
like
read
the
it?
other
I've seen
500.
it around, but I've never actually read it. Perhaps I will the next time I see it.
Go for it. Must be fantastic next to the other tabloids. Well, like I said, Chase, you wouldn't get the reference if you haven't seen Captain Planet and the Planeteers. It's one of the characters, the one with the heart.
That dog is adorable.
Moti? He's spoiled rotten, but he's good company. He's taken quite a shine to you, that's for sure.
Huh, yeah. Usually I'm not good with animals.
You never had a childhood pet?
A pet? No, I had a teddy bear.
You still have the teddy bear.
Well, you probably had the right idea. Moti's a little thing, but you wouldn't know it from the amount he eats.
He's very active, it seems.
Well, dogs.
Yes, that probably explains it.
Dogs eat a
See
lot.
that box of biscuits? I buy a new one every 2 days. Moti doesn't have a stomach. He has a black hole that sucks in food. Feel free to give him one if you like.
Well, that's what dogs are like. If you leave a bowl of food for dogs, they will eat it. No matter what. They eat. And they eat. And they eat. Dogs are silly in that fashion. That they just keep eating and eating all the time. They don't have that... They don't have that inhibition like we do, that stop eating, you're full. No, they just keep on eating until they would burst. Kind of stupid like that. Silly. But I guess it just goes into the air. I guess it just goes with the dog nature.
You have a very nice apartment.
Thank you. A bit small, but that's New York for you.
Small? It's freaking huge! For an apartment! And still, it's a very nice apartment. I have to say, admit the two. It's a very nice apartment.
Why do you play the flute in the park?
It's
Why?
a place to go, I suppose.
Why wouldn't
I
she?
was walking there one day and I had the bansuri with me, so I started playing. Next thing I knew, I had a bunch of people around me.
And the bansuri
so I
is
go
still-
there as often as I can now. It gets me out of this stuffy apartment, and I admit I like the attention.
If
Plus, Moti loves the dog run there.
If it's stuffy,
Well,
open the
he
window.
did until they closed it down.
Although opening a window in New York City would be a bad idea because of the smog. And also, why wouldn't she go play the flute, I mean, bansuri, in the park? It's a great place for it. But then again, it still sounded like a flute more than a bansuri. I guess they couldn't get the real bansuri sound. It sounds different. That's why it's called a bansuri. It's a different kind of a flute. Look it up! They all have their own different sounds, all the instruments.
Why did they close down the dog run?
Good
It seemed
question.
okay to me.
Nobody really knows. It started about a week ago. Dogs started howling, running around like maniacs, acting
A week ago.
strange. Some even hurled themselves at the fence door trying to get out. They say it's some kind of high-frequency wave that's caused by electric cables or something. Some high-pitched sound that the dogs can hear, but we can't. But I know better.
You know better.
Definitely. I noticed these things. I could tell that things weren't quite right.
You tell?
Something in the air.
Smog?
It's not a high-pitched noise. That would only cause a dog pain. This was more than pain. The dogs were scared.
Ghosts!
What was there to be scared of?
I have no idea. But I
Pedophiles.
know what I sensed, just like you did.
Me?
You sensed it. Don't think I didn't notice.
No, she's just
I
had a
didn't
headache.
sense anything.
Well, perhaps. Maybe I'm just spouting nonsense.
Could be. And I didn't say pedophiles, I meant petophiles. You know? People that go against pets in the wrong way. Bestiality joke! Height of my humor right here. I think I could call it off right here. Continue.
Could I try feeding the dog?
Sure, here, take one. I have plenty.
You
Go
can
ahead and
try.
feed him. He's always hungry.
But you'll never do it. That didn't make any sense.
Well, I'd better go.
Take care, Rosa. Come back whenever you'd like.
Do we have the biscuit? Yes. Oh, come on. Give me the biscuit.
Come on, boy.
Offer a treat. Oh.
What do I do now?
Just say, go get it. He'll do the rest.
Go get it. See ya.
What a cute dog.
Let me guess, you're hungry again?
Well, we just gave you a treat.
Go get it.
I think he just likes the treats. But then again, what dog doesn't? Dogs love treats. But he is a cute dog. Even if he's a game character. They drew him well. Yes, in-law. Petophile. Exactly. They go after pets. No matter what kind of a pet it is. If it's a pet, somebody owns it, they need to have it. Like I said, pinnacle of humor right here. Bestiality jokes. I should just call it quits. Go retire from comedy and do more serious game playing. So that was very insightful, talking to her. Now what? Back to the whole dorm. Let's see.
Hi, it's me again.
You have more questions, I imagine?
Yeah, is that okay?
I suppose so.
I just
What do you want
came
to know?
I just came here to do some little chit-chatting, that is all. No questions. So, how was your day? What do you expect? Of course he's gonna come here to ask for more questions.
They really thought you were a girl.
Yes.
Adrian! Hey, you never know. Maybe he's gay and he has a boyfriend named Rocky.
Well, that's all. Thanks for...
Just remember...
Yeah, we'll leave your name out of it.
I'm
Adrian!
not stealing stuff from college kids.
I just wanted you to look at it.
Just a bunch of notices. Just a bunch.
There might be something there. Anything.
There's nobody home.
So, I wonder if we can ask her about Adrian some more.
Yeah?
Can you tell me anything about Adrian?
The RA? He's okay. He helps us out when we need it. It's the way it should.
Thanks for.
Yeah.
Yes, you would even.
Adrian lives a few doors down. Maybe there's a connection. Wait a minute. Something isn't right. If
That
Kelly's
was
been
it.
spending her night somewhere else,
Yes.
how can she know if her roommate was sleeping well or not?
Yes.
I think Kelly was lying to me.
That was the connection. Did Kelly lie?
Did Kelly really lie to me? I probably should ask her about it.
Would I lie?
Yeah?
Your RA told me that you haven't been sleeping in your dorm.
Yeah, so?
You told me that Joanne slept in her room every night.
So?
How would you know Joanne slept here if you've been sleeping somewhere else?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Yeah.
Well, I just assumed.
You too.
Did you lie to me?
I didn't lie.
Yeah,
I
she
just-
just
No,
assumed.
screw it. You want to talk? Fine. What do you want to know?
Yes, she has opened to our... we broke down her defenses.
So what was Joanne really like?
To be honest, there's nothing to say. She was studying political science, which is kind of cool, I guess. She was so vanilla.
Vanilla?
You know,
Plain.
sweet, but not much there.
Plain.
Just a typical college kid. Acted just like everybody else. She seemed proud of it.
Wouldn't you be?
Did Joanne act unusual before she died?
Well, no. Although the last few weeks she's been talking in her sleep.
What did she say?
No idea. Couldn't understand her. She swore up and down that she wasn't doing it. She looked a bit scared, though.
Scared? How so?
Just scared. I didn't need the drama, so I'd been sleeping at my boyfriend's place.
So you weren't here when she...
Killed herself? No, I wasn't here. Not that it would have made much of a difference. Are we done?
She's definitely got that Brooklyn accent going on here. I can tell. You just listen closely, you're gonna hear it.
I could really use a photo of Joanne, if you have one.
Please.
Alright, just a sec.
So we can move on to the more in...
This was hers. It was on her desk. She
Some-
won't be needing it anymore. Joanne's the girl on the left.
Thanks.
Now we can move on to more fascinating stuff about this game. It'll happen soon.
Thanks for helping out.
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
Yeah, shit, whatever. Bada bing, bada boom. So that's Joanne, huh?
According to Kelly, this girl on the left is Joanne. I assume that this is a friend of Joanne, but I have no idea who she is.
Maybe we'll find out.
I assume that this is a friend of...
Nice picture. I really like Joanne's posture in it. I mean, she was like going all drama. Oh, Shakespeare picture. Take it. Getting more of
This
those
is getting
headaches.
worse. At least I have enough for the story now. I better get home.
You stress too much. I mean, seriously, even from the smallest things. Although writing an article for the newspaper, the first kind of a suicide kind of a thing, can be stressful, I'd say.
This is getting bad.
Next time in Blackwell Legacy.
What is that?
It's a glowing picture of your auntie and you.
The photo. Something is different about it.
I don't see
I
anything.
almost don't want to look, but...